Child, NBA YoungBoy really done sent some female goons to jump his baby mama while her son was literally in her hands.
The fuck, bitch, this motherfucking eye, like I have a whole black eye. I came out here. I don't give a fuck about you, bitch. But the fact that you could really let some bitches do some shit like that in front of your son and sit back and watch, and you know what he kept saying to me? I disrespected him.
I mean, this isn't the first time YoungBoy has done something crazy like this, but the fact that he sent somebody to jump the mother of his baby, and even went as far as to hit her in the face, it's really just nasty business. So, one of YoungBoy's baby mamas, Arcola, posted some very disturbing pictures on her Twitter, claiming that YoungBoy paid two of his lagoons to jump her when she went to get her son from his house. Apparently, he was upset that she made him take care of their son a little longer than he wanted to. So he decided to teach her a lesson. Child, this is ghetto as hell.
And I would never trust you around my son. Never. And yeah, bitch. So make as many fake pages as you need to, because this little boy will never be in the hands of you or anybody in your family. Kiss him goodbye. Please do. Okay? And
according to her, she still had the baby in her hands and hugged him really tightly so he wouldn't get hit too. Not only that, but YoungBoy was there the whole time and he didn't do anything to stop it, even though she was screaming for help. She tweeted, "Watch who you have kids by. My son's dad let his yes, with an S, because it was two of them weak ass. He gave them an order to get me, LOL. You know B, who never came from shit, gon' do it. My son was in my hands. His dad just sat back and watched, shaking my head. They kept trying to take my son from me. I cried so hard, I even screamed so loud, like you'd think I was mental. I was holding my baby so tight, I was never letting my son go to swing on you lowlife. I came for my son and I left with him." She also revealed that after all this went down, YoungBoy stepped in and smashed her in the face with a gun.
Hitting your son's mom in the face with is crazy. Letting her get hit in the face is crazy. Letting her leave with a... I left with so much blood, bro. It's blood on my son. His jacket. I just had to go to Target and grab him a quick little outfit before our flight because I was leaking. You hit me with a fucking gun. What did I... My feelings were so hurt. I was just like...
Mind you, their son was still present and had to watch all of this go down. But somehow it gets even worse when you hear the details of why he even let this happen in the first place. According to Arcola, she dropped her son off at his place, but after just 2 weeks of him being there, YoungBoy was already hitting her up to come get him, which she refused. She then asked him to continue taking care of his son for another 2 weeks. However, when these 2 weeks were up and she hit him up again to inform him that she was coming for the kid, YoungBoy decided it was time to be petty and told her that she would only be allowed to see her son on the weekends. So she posted a screenshot of this conversation and said, "I dropped my son off the end of August. He wanted me to come get him 2 weeks into him being there. So I told him, keep him 2 more weeks. He was pissed. LMAO, I just feel like if you ain't gonna help me financially, you gonna help physically. Sunday made 2 weeks. I asked, can I get him? And he started telling me how I can visit him on weekends. LMFAO. Them drugs got his mind gone. He then blocked me. So I told him I'll be out there Wednesday. But nah, I booked my flight last night and got a rental and drove to his house." She later admitted in an IG live that this particular conversation was what really set him off. And that was the reason he ordered for her to be jumped in the first place.
When he was like, he's gonna keep him 2 more weeks, he had told me, I responded to him being dirty. Bitch, do I need to pull up the messages? Like, he really, what I said, he only been there 2 weeks, keep him 2 more, y'all, that made him so fucking mad. I don't know why. I don't know how the fuck that bothered him so much. But That's what really got my eye like this. He's hot about that.
She also posted another chat with YoungBoy's wife, asking her to tell him to send her some money so she could fly out and get her son, but he refused to do so as well. After going back and forth about it, she finally just decided to come out there herself and go get her kid, since YoungBoy was being very difficult. She said, I asked his wife if she could ask him to just get our son a flight, and he said no. Keep in mind, the flight was $1,300 for both of our round trip, and all I asked was for him to pay for KL's, and he still couldn't do that. At this point, people were feeling really bad for her and started asking her to get a lawyer so she could sue him, but she refused. Can y'all believe that? Even after all that, she was still hesitant to press charges. She tweeted, I would be wrong if I press charges on y'all for doing me like this with my baby in my hand, but karma gonna eat y'all up. I got my son back. I'm happy. That's all that matters for real. 5 stitches later. But people were not having it, and they dragged her for not pressing charges. Like this person who said, they basically tried to kill you with your child in your hands, and your response is not pressing charges? Another person said, the karma is jail. Press them charges, boo. However, just a few hours after Arcola said she wasn't pressing charges, people found some documents online that suggested she actually had filed a police report and she was planning to sue YoungBoy for assault. But she later came to clarify the police report found was filed by the hospital, since it's standard procedure for them to file a report when a patient comes in with a face looking as bad as hers. But she was not planning to spare him and was already working on suing him herself. She said, for y'all information, I'm not sparing shit. When I went to the hospital, they had already called the police because they're mandated reporters, LMFAO. It's just a waiting game. She also asked fans if they wanted her to leak his phone number and address so they could make him pay for what he did to her and her son. She tweeted, y'all want his phone number or address? Baby, this whole situation is ghetto as hell, but are we even surprised? NBA YoungBoy has a very long track record of dumb, messy behavior. In fact, back in 2018, he was caught on CCTV putting his hands on his then girlfriend, Janiyah Jackson, and dragging her into a hotel room. But despite the CCTV footage, Janiyah was still very hesitant to file that report because she was afraid of YoungBoy's goons coming after her. Some people even speculate that's why Arcola was also hesitant to file that report at first. YoungBoy clearly has no problem calling his goons up again. A lot of people had something to say about this mess, like this person who said, I really hope something bad doesn't happen to her for sharing her story. A lot of people who have beef with YoungBoy usually end up gone. The fact he didn't even care that his child was in her hands just goes to show he really don't give a fuck. He has no respect. But now I want to know what y'all think. I mean, how do you feel about YoungBoy allowing his lagoons to beat up his baby mama? And do y'all think Arcola is really gonna go through with this lawsuit against him? You've been knew what to do. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and don't forget to click here to watch this other very messy video.